This is how we can see Comet Leonard, according to the researcher who discovered it. This is by Daniel Stolt, University of Arizona, on phys.org. Just in 6 hours ago, this news article. Now is the best time to get a glimpse of Comet C 2021 A1. 2021 meaning it was discovered this year. It's better known as Comet Leonard. It's named for its discoverer Gregory Leonard, a senior researcher special at the University of Arizona Lunar and Planetary Laboratory. Every night with clear skies, astronomers with LPL's Catalina Sky Survey scan the sky for near-Earth asteroids, celestial objects, space rocks, with the potential of venturing close to our Earth at some point. During one such routine observation run on January 3rd, Leonard spotted a fuzzy patch of light tracking across the star field background in the sequence of 4 images taken with the 1.5-meter telescope at the summit of Mount Lemmon. The dot's fuzzy appearance, combined with the fact that it had a tail, was a dead giveaway that he was looking at a comet. All comets have a tail. This is what he said. The fact that the tail showed up in those images was remarkable, considering that the comet was about 465 million miles out at that point, about the same distance as Jupiter, he said. Most long-period comets, such as Comet Leonard, hail from the Oort cloud, which is a vast region surrounding our solar system at the distances no spacecraft has ever come close to, not even the 2 Voyager probes, which have officially left the solar system and entered interstellar space. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box. And this is Leonard's image of that Leonard comet, discovered January 3rd, 2021. A huge tail, as you can see. Now, out there, suspended in the vast interstellar void where temperatures are close to absolute zero, are billions of orbiting comets balancing in a delicate tug-of-war of extreme weak gravitational forces between the distant sun and the rest of the Milky Way. Slight perturbations of this precarious balance of forces may nudge a chunk of ice and dust out of the Oort cloud and sending it into trajectory towards our sun. And Leonard explains, when a tug-of-war is won by the gravity of our solar system, an object may start moving inwards, accelerating as it gets closer to our sun. A meteor shower on Venus. Comet Leonard was made its closest approach to Earth December 12th, just 2 days ago, at which And this is Leonard's image of that Leonard comet, discovered January 3rd, 2021. A huge tail, as you can see. Now, out there, suspended in the vast interstellar void where temperatures are close to absolute zero, are billions of orbiting comets balancing in a delicate tug-of-war of extreme weak gravitational forces between the distant sun and the rest of the Milky Way. Slight perturbations of this precarious balance of forces may nudge a chunk of ice and dust out of the Oort cloud and sending it into trajectory towards our sun. And Leonard explains, when a tug-of-war is won by the gravity of our solar system, an object may start moving inwards, accelerating as it gets closer to our sun. A meteor shower on Venus. Comet Leonard was made its closest approach to Earth December 12th, just 2 days ago, at which point it was still more than 21 million miles away from our Earth. That's about 88 times the distance of Earth to the Moon. The comet currently can be spotted low in the evening sky just after sunset. On December 17th, so that's in 3 days, the comet is expected to pass very close to Venus in what Leonard calls a cosmic close call. He said, there's a small chance Venus will pass close enough to the comet's path where it may pick up some dust grains in its atmosphere, producing a meteor shower on our neighboring planet, he said. Speaking of Venus, the evening star, as it's sometimes called, is currently prominently visible in the southwest sky just around sunset. It might make for a useful guidepost helping skywatchers locate this comet, Leonard said. So that's southwest evening sky. You'll see you'll see Venus, as we call it, the evening star. So if you can watch that, you can probably locate the comet on a clear night, a clear sky. Beginning yesterday, December 13, this comet, he said, will appear very low above the horizon just after sunset, and it will skim across the west-southwestern horizon between now up until Christmas time. The fact that it's so close to the horizon makes this comet a bit challenging to observe, he said. Still, Leonard encourages people to give it a try, to find it, to see it, explaining that observers may benefit from an effect called forward scattering. As it comes closer to the sun, the comet's tail and coma, a cloud of dust and gas, may scatter the sunlight from behind it, potentially dramatically enhancing the comet's brightness. Leonard said, I feel there is going to be something to be seen even for the casual observer. Find yourself a dark sky with a good view of the horizon. Bring binoculars and I think you may be rewarded. In other words, you may see it. It's not first visit to Earth's neighborhood, he says. Comet Leonard is no stranger to the inner solar system. About 80,000 years ago, Neanderthals may have looked up at the night sky and pointed out the strange star with its bright tail to each other. Its first encounter with the sun flung Comet Leonard back into the depths of space, only to return about 40,000 years ago and embark on another trip towards the sun. And on this visit, however, Comet Leonard is traveling without a return ticket. Leonard said, this is the last time we're going to see the comet. It's speeding along at escape velocity 44 miles per second. After its slingshot around the sun, it will be ejected from our solar system, and it may stumble into another star system millions of years from now, he says. Leonard said it's unusual for a comet to burst into activity as far out from the sun as this one did when it first showed up in Catalina Sky Survey 1.5 meter reflector telescope, the workhorse discovery telescope for near-Earth asteroid and many comets. At the time, it was too far out for the sun to heat water ice, the main ingredient of most comets, into a streaming tail of vapor. Leonard said something other than water ice was being excited by the solar radiation and producing this tenuous atmosphere, possibly frozen carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, or ammonia ices. The comet was extremely faint, for about 400,000 times dimmer than what human eyes can see, and was only picked up thanks to the combination of the telescope's large optics, and exquisitely sensitive camera. The Catalina Sky Survey operates 4 telescopes in the Santa Catalina Mountains north of Tucson, 1 pair of telescopes on Mount Bigelow, and the other pair on the summit of Mount Lemmon. Cherished for their appearance, comets are of great interest because they function as messengers from the solar system's deep past, preserving material left over from when the sun and planets were born. These quote-unquote dirty snowballs, as they're sometimes called, contain clues to the processes that were at work when the solar system formed. Leonard said, as much as we have great science on comets, they're still highly unpredictable with respect to their size, shape, chemical makeup, and behavior. He said, a wise and famous comet discoverer once said, comets are like cats. Both have tails and they do precisely what they want. This is by University of Arizona. This newly discovered, 2021, even though it's been going around every 40,000 years and will now go into deeper interstellar space. This is by Daniel Stolt, University of Arizona, on phys.org. So anyone who wants to see it, look at the west-southwest horizon, find for the evening star, which is Venus, and you may find this comet with a fuzzy tail very close to Venus. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support.